Imagine this. Marvel Studios finally announces their new Reed Richards for the Fantastic Four, and it's none other than Pedro Pascal. The internet goes wild. Some fans are thrilled, but a huge wave of criticism crashes in. Why? Not because of his talent, not because of his look, but because of his age. Pedro Pascal at 50 years old is suddenly at the center of a debate. Is he too old to play Mr. Fantastic? Today, we're going to break down this controversy, dig into Pedro's honest reaction, and ask a bigger question. Why do we care so much about the age of our heroes? Stick with me, because this story is about more than just one actor. It's about how we see ourselves in the stories we love. Let's set the stage. Marvel's Fantastic Four is legendary. Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, is the team's leader, a scientific genius, a husband, and a father. In the comics, he's always been portrayed as mature, thoughtful, and yes, older than your average superhero. But when Marvel announced Pedro Pascal, social media exploded with comments like, "He's too old for the role," or "How can he keep up with the rest of the MCU for the next decade?" It's not the first time age has been a hot topic in Hollywood, but this time, the debate feels personal. Let's look at the arguments. Critics say Marvel needs someone younger, someone who can carry the franchise for years to come. They point to past actors, Ewan Gruffudd, Miles Teller, John Krasinski, all younger when they took on the role. They worry about longevity, about action scenes, about fitting the Marvel formula. But here's the thing, Reed Richards isn't Spider-Man. He's not a rookie. He's a leader, a mentor, and a father figure. In the comics, he's often depicted with gray at his temples, deep in thought, solving problems that would stump even Tony Stark. So, does age really matter? Or are we stuck on outdated expectations? Now, let's talk about Pedro Pascal's response. In a recent interview, he was honest, almost vulnerable, about how the backlash affected him. He said, "Sometimes the outside will find you, no matter how much you try to protect yourself from it, and it just comes with the territory." Imagine being Pedro, stepping into a role that millions of fans have loved for decades, and immediately being told you're too old. That kind of criticism stings, even for someone as seasoned as Pascal. But instead of backing down, he leaned in. He said, "It's very important for me that expectations be fulfilled. But I also know that the only way to do that is to give it all my focus and all my heart and my body and my soul, and so that was the best I could do." That's the kind of dedication you want from your Mr. Fantastic. But let's zoom out for a second. Why do we, as fans, care so much about the age of our superheroes? Hollywood has a long history of casting young, fresh faces, sometimes at the expense of depth and experience. But think about it. Some of the greatest leaders, inventors, and thinkers in real life didn't hit their stride until their 40s or 50s. Why shouldn't our heroes reflect that reality? By casting Pedro Pascal, Marvel is sending a message. Heroism, intelligence, and leadership don't have an expiration date. In fact, a more mature Reed Richards might be exactly what the MCU needs right now. A character with real-life wisdom, someone who's seen the world, made mistakes, and learned from them. And let's not forget, Pedro Pascal is having the time of his life. He said turning 50 was a milestone to celebrate, not something to hide. "It is the best time of my life. Just, I don't know, look around. It's an incredible reflection of what I'm experiencing right now. I'm having a really amazing time." That's the energy he's bringing to Reed Richards. A sense of confidence, experience, and gratitude that you just can't fake. So, what does this mean for the Fantastic Four movie? It means we're getting a Reed Richards who isn't just smart, he's wise. Someone who can lead a team, solve impossible problems, and bring a new kind of depth to the MCU. It means we're moving past the idea that only the young can be heroes. And honestly, isn't that what these stories are all about? Challenging expectations, breaking the mold, and showing us that anyone, at any age, can make a difference. Now, I want to hear from you. Are you excited to see Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic? Do you think age matters when it comes to casting superheroes? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's get a real conversation started. And if you're as passionate about these stories as I am, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite movies and stars. And before you go, here's a little teaser. If you're a fan of spy movies or just love a good mystery, you won't want to miss my next video, where I dive into the hottest rumors and clues about who could be the next James Bond. Trust me, there are some surprising contenders, and I've got exclusive details you won't find anywhere else. Stay tuned.